Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So let's get it popping. Let's get it started. Let's talk about Liz's Jewels. Check out Liz's Jewels over there. Liz's Jewels. Check out Liz's Jewels. See this necklace? It's brought to you by Liz's Jewels. You like this necklace? It's pretty. She got all different kinds. And look at the earrings too as well. I'm like, OMG, it's so cute. I mean, please go check out Liz's Jewels. Check out Liz's website. You'll see all types of jewelry, from bracelets to necklaces to chokers to kid jewelry to men jewelry too as well, and also nice rings too as well. And she has jewelry that fits all types of engagements or places you might want to go, professional look, casual look, the winter look, summer look, spring, fall, all different types of jewelry that you can check out. No lead, no nickel. So check her out. You can also check out her Instagram, that you can see that on top of her website, where you can get custom jewelry, like if you want to match jewelry too as well, and you want someone to help you to add on a little bit of spice to whatever type of look you going for. So check her out. But let's get into it. Let's talk about none other than Real Housewives of Potomac, season 4, episode 17. It goes down. Did you hear Giselle talk about Michael likes booties? Oh no, he likes D words. Oh no, he likes booty. I was like, what's going on, Giselle? And then Giselle had the nerve to say, isn't that prenup almost up, Ashley? Shouldn't you be getting, having that baby? Like, yo, for real, that's how we gonna do it. I was like, damn, I hope Ashley is actually watching what's going on and she's seeing these confessionals. But I don't know how these confessionals are edited. Are these confessionals after or before Giselle has sat down and talked to Ashley? Because she's really throwing a dagger at Ashley, for real. Like, what is really going on? I'm like, whoa. And then on top of that, Candace is talking about everybody, just about everybody is on stage, or the cast members, or the ones that are carrying peaches. Almost everyone believed that Michael has something to do with whatever he was accused of, and his behavior is inappropriate. It is what it is. But Karen, she went off. She done had a tangent. She got into her mother feelings, and she also got into the feelings of when she was taken advantage of. And basically, she always said, in the beginning of the season, after, the situation went down with Michael, that she felt uncomfortable being around him because of, she doesn't tolerate that. And then, we know allegedly, well, not allegedly, but she says that, someone took advantage of her in college. So, it cuts a lot more deeper than her than just a rumor. And I think she wanted to get that across to Ashley. And I also think she wanted to tell Ashley like she did, but I don't think she should have went off to tell Ashley. But I don't think she wanted it to be pointed back in her face, like, oh, well, Ashley could have said, well, when we was out there, in the islands or whatever, we was having a good time. We bonded. We was cool. You didn't say anything. You should address the situation right there and then. You act like you was cool with me. And then all of a sudden, now you got a problem with Michael. So it was good that Karen addressed the issue, because she's one of the ladies that didn't have a one-on-one with Ashley and actually sit down and talk to her about the situation, because they wasn't getting along at all. And then on top of that, Karen has really emotional issues when it comes to that type of talk, that situation, because she said if there was touch, or if there was bodies contact without permission, what I mean, that's a problem. So, and she's seeing it very differently than everybody else because of what she's been through. And some, like Giselle, was poking fun, and then Robin was poking fun too as well. So we'll see how this situation goes down, because we already know Michael had to go tell Juan, please tell your wife to stop. And then on top of that, if Robin was so cool with Ashley, why would she tell Ashley, well, I don't know if anybody heard this, but I'm going to tell you what I think I heard Michael say, whatever, because you're supposed to be cool, we're supposed to be friends, you know what I'm saying? So when Ashley throws out that, oh, Karen, that's why you don't have any friends, what about your friends? Your friends on the show are really doing you in. But I think Ashley feels like it's better to be enemies with the other ladies on the show than to actually go toe-to-toe again with Giselle and Robin and go down that whole road, especially when they have a lot of ammunition they can use towards her. Then on top of that, Robin doesn't have a storyline, and also Giselle doesn't have a storyline, I'm just like, whoa, man, this is just way too much. So let's get into it. And so we get, Giselle. She's running around the hotel. She's looking for none other than, Katie. Katie's MIA. She done disappeared. She's gone. She vanished. Of course she will. She was disrespected. She was feeling a certain type of way, and she already didn't feel comfortable. But she started to make herself feel comfortable because, all these ladies, well, their hair was okay. Like Robin hair was okay, and everybody else had some type of hairstyle, some braids, or their regular hair, or they had wigs on, and her wig was just fugazi, and people was cracking on Katie's fugazi wig or whatever, and she was going through a lot. But one thing that all the ladies did agree on at the table later on in this episode, they said that, Katie was very brilliant, she was very intelligent, or whatever the case may be. And so I just want to let you guys know, go check out Katie's Instagram, because she's actually, doing a whole new internet series on a stream, or I don't know if it's going to be on the internet. But right now we have Giselle being accusatory towards Karen, basically coming at Karen because, Katie left. How you was the one supposed to have Katie's back. You brought her back into the fold, and you knew Ashley was going to attack her. You knew Ashley said, I can't let it slide. I can't let it go. I got to get at her. And that's the same way Karen felt when she had to tell Ashley, hey, listen, this is how I feel about your husband's situation. I ain't gonna be fake and phony with you, or whatever the case is. So whatever, we got that situation. But Giselle knew what was going on. She was smiling and happy with, Katie, and she knew like in a couple of minutes that Ashley was going to attack. And we know when Ashley attacks, and when she gets at you, she gets at you. She don't play. She ain't scared. She goes all the way in, and whatever happens. Like, she don't run around. She go toe to toe. Her tongue is slick. Her tongue is strong. Her tongue is full of fire, baby. So Giselle knew what was gonna go down, but Ashley was a psychopathic. Katie was sacrificed, for this episode, basically to get through. So I really believe that, Ashley probably thought that she was gonna kind of get away, and she could be able to deflect and talk about the Katie situation. Everything would be deflected where Michael's name is not brought up, because she don't want to mention, she don't want to talk about it or whatever, because she's married to the man, regardless of what anybody thinks or says. That's her husband, and she already had his baby or whatever, and he gave her a stable lifestyle and gave her comfort and reassured her and gave her security, when nobody else was there too as well. Her father abandoned her and her mother abandoned her for a little bit. She didn't have an easy upbringing, and coming into his world, it was a lot more easier. You know what I'm saying? And I think if Ashley had a different childhood, she probably would not end up with Michael at all. So Karen was like, well, Katie left, she bounced because she was treated inhumane. She was treated disrespectfully. Like, come on, you know what she's going through. Like, you know what? I ain't even about this shit. Like, she's gone. I don't blame her for leaving. Let her go. Let her be on her way. You know what I'm saying? She feels a certain type of way. She got issues going on, and she probably feels under attack, and Karen has felt that way before. So Karen is just like, whatever. Don't look at me. You guys rectify this situation. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Don't talk about I didn't notice or whatever. When I went to her room, like, yo, I said she was dressed up. At least Karen went to go check on her. Where was you, Giselle? So it is what it is. And so, we got Robin. She is calling. She's looking around for Jacob and trying to find Jacob, calling him to try to see if he knows where Katie's at. But Giselle's doing her thing. She's looking for Katie. She's probably like, oh shit, I didn't mean for this girl to walk off and leave the episode or whatever. Because this could be one of the reasons why maybe, Katie's not at the reunion, because, she left, the trip, and there was supposed to be more going on, and they probably wanted to get more scenes out of her and more altercations with her and Ashley, whatever the case is, and it didn't happen. So maybe that could be the situation. Or like they felt like, she didn't add enough to the season. I think her situation with Jacob and what Jacob said and what she said about, Ashley, and then having an altercation with Ashley at the beach or whatever, and then her having a little situation with, Monique about the Amistad comment. I think, she could have deserved sat on the couch for the reunion, but it is what it is. So then we move on. We got Giselle and we have Robin. They're all looking for, Katie, trying to find out where she's at, what's going on, to make sure she's safe. But production knows if she's going to leave, if she's coming or going, because there's a whole team, there's a whole format, there's a whole plan that they have, and then you got to switch your plane ticket. That's going to set off alarms or whatever the case is. So it is what it is. But it looks like, Cameron went got her crumpets and her tea. Ashley looked like she went to go chill, and also Candace went to go chill. They're like, yo, this ain't our mess. We didn't start this. Well, Ashley was like, yo, it is what it is. She was talking crap about me, which Ashley went very hard on her. And I think when she went hard on her, Katie was going through some things. And the same way that Ashley attacked Katie is how Ashley felt attacked by Candace, and how she felt attacked by when the ladies all believe, because even Giselle said, I believe he's guilty, I believe he did it, and they talked about his past, touching this one and that one, or alluding to it. So I think she felt beat up, and it was a turn to, not be the punching bag anymore, and she started to throw them punches too as well, and she's frustrated, and she found out her father don't even want to talk to her, look at her, have a conversation with her. He told her to get out her off of his property. She got to feel a certain type of way too. And then on top of that, if there's any truth to the prenup that 5 years is up that Giselle said, and maybe the baby is a lot more, because the way Giselle is saying that the only way Ashley can secure a future with Michael is having this baby where she gets some money, or whatever the case may be. So it is what it is. So they find out that Katie is doing good. Katie's gone. She's at the airport. She done bounced. She done left. It is what it is. And so now they're going to get ready to go on their trip, and they're going to try to have it a good time. But, Cameron ain't going to let it go, because she feel like it's Ashley for Ashley. How can you come down on this girl like that and be all judged, go in on her like that when everybody's been talking about you? And that's what Candace has been saying for the whole, everybody's talking about your situation, Michael. Everybody's saying everything, but maybe, Ashley was behind the scene talking to Robin and talking to Giselle, and wasn't talking to Karen, wasn't talking to Katie, and wasn't talking, so it is what it is. If that's the case, maybe they are really actually friends, or it is what it is. But Candace doesn't really have a storyline too, and she's still pissed at Ashley for a numerous of things. I think she wants Ashley to own up, to say that she's not happy, or she thinks that Ashley is putting herself in a bad situation. Like she feels like she has to, pull out Ashley and make her say, listen, I'm not happy. And that's not going to happen, girl. What are you talking about? That's just like quitting your job. So they're going to go horseback riding in the water. Ashley's like, I'm not doing this. I don't do that to animals or whatever. I feel you, Ashley. I'm with you on that. Nah, I don't even like animals being locked up in the zoo. They're supposed to be free, baby. So anyway, she don't go on the horse, and Giselle was on the horse, and the horse was acting kind of weird and funny. She got off that horse immediately, fast, in a hurry. Karen did as much as she could, but she got off that horse. It was funny when Karen got off that horse, and she actually just jumped into the water and cleaned her pants. She was like, my pants may be ruined, but I'm safe and I'm alive, baby. I was like, Karen is way too much. She's too funny. And but so it seems like the ladies are having a good time so far, and it's like they're not even missing a beat without Katie. And so it seems like Karen and Ashley are getting along. They're going to the caves. I wouldn't be going to these caves, not with bats and all that other stuff, but they're actually having a conversation, and Ashley's feeling good to be around that. Karen's happy, and Karen is being friendly towards her, and she's being, she's trying things, because this whole season we've seen Karen and Ray try different things and do different activities together in the beginning of the season. So it is what it is. And I must say, Karen did really dress nice on this trip, and Candace really dressed nice too as well. I mean, the best. And then go these bats. Oh my god, this shit making my skin crawl. See these bats right here? You think I would be in that cave? No, I'd rather be where Candace and Giselle's at. So basically, Candace is got some situation and got some things that she's still worrying about, Ashley, and whether she's happy with Michael, whether she really felt free from that situation. And basically, she's too concerned about Ashley. Let Ashley be concerned for herself. There's nothing that she can really do for Ashley. Only person that can really probably talk to Ashley and help Ashley out as a friend will be Monique. But I don't think Ashley wants to be around Giselle and Robin, because they're the cool girls. But Monique is young like Ashley, and Monique is married, and she just had children too. So I think they will bond more, and we'll see if their relationship actually pick up steam, or will Ashley see all the things in the confessional, things that Monique said in the beginning. Will she forgive her for that, or will she act a fool at the reunion? Because Ashley is pumped up about this situation. Ashley ain't gonna take anything lying down. She gonna go toe to toe, just like none of these, just like Karen, just like Giselle, just like Robin. They gonna defend themselves to the end. if they feel like they right. So it is what it is. And so Karen is feeling a certain type of way. Now she, they drinking, they having a good time or whatever. We got Monique, she calls and they let her know that Katie has bounced. Monique is probably like, thank God that I didn't come, because they probably been coming at me, because Giselle don't care that Monique is pregnant and she's been coming at her. But it was nice to see that Ashley was actually talking to Monique, and I don't think they made up, because they was just beefing not too long ago on Instagram. So we'll see what happens with that situation. If there's anything that's going to come up out of it. So anyways, Giselle gets back to blaming Karen for Katie leaving. Like, you're supposed to be mama bear, you're supposed to be this, you're supposed to be that, you're supposed to know. Karen was like, she knows what she needs to do. Like you pointed out, Giselle, later on in the episode, that Katie is 40 years old, and so Karen is like, she's a grown woman, I can't tell her what to do, I can't control her or whatever. I checked on her, I talked to her. If she would have gave me any inkling or told me anything, then I would have did differently. But no, I went to go check on her, and I was like, damn, Giselle, how come you ain't asking, how come you're not asking Candace what was going on? How come you didn't go up there and check? Why is somebody else got to be to blame? And I understand Giselle is basically saying, like, this girl don't have on a hood, a hat, a jacket. I would have been more acquisitive of what's going on. But Karen got a lot on her plate. She ain't worth, you brought her here to stay. So Karen was just like, yo, you better get up off me. You better get up off me. And then Giselle got to say something to Karen, like, I don't like the way that you was accusing Ashley of Katie leaving or whatever. And Cameron's like, you better back up off me. Was like, yo, like, the way the girl was talking to her, that was wrong. And Katie's going through a whole different situation, and right is right and wrong is wrong. And I'm like, damn, Giselle, you didn't even chastise or say anything to Ashley about the way that she talked to Katie, that it was wrong, which I don't remember if you did last episode, but I don't recall it. I don't recall you getting into Ashley like the way that you are confronting Karen about what she said about Katie situation. So at the end of the day, Ashley was like, yo, listen, I could have did things differently. Yes, I'm going through a lot. Yes, I'm upset, but we got to get to this part where Karen is showing these ladies how they control their husband tongue and how to kiss and everything. Karen still got her sexy, and her sexy still in there. She didn't get it back. It's just there, and it has risen, and she's more open too as well. So we have that situation. But getting back to Ashley was like, yo, maybe I could have handled the situation differently, but yo, she was talking shit about me. You know what I'm saying? I told her some secret stuff, and she was saying what she shouldn't have been saying, and she was brave to talk about me, but she wasn't brave to talk about me and my face. And I understand Ashley feeling that way, but all these ladies did the same thing Katie did, and only person that you came at really hard was none other than Candace. Like Giselle said, I believe it happened. You got Robin talking about he heard Michael talk about he wanted some male fellatio on a stat on one of the cast members' husbands, and we all believe, well, at least I believe that Michael was talking about one, because I don't think he was talking about anybody else. So right now they're having a good time. They left the restaurant, they've been drinking, they've been taking shots, they've been partying, they having a good old time, baby. And Karen's opened the door, helping the ladies out the van, and then it goes downhill because Ashley is coming, and she's basically telling Karen that she appreciates her, that thank you, I wish I would have seen this side of you before, you have been so open, like you're so free, and all this other stuff. Like, I wish I would have known this, Karen, maybe I wouldn't treat you so bad. But she didn't say that. But Karen was like, yeah, you just gotta get to know me, Ashley, like blah blah blah. And then Karen was like, yo, but I gotta be real with you, yo, I think your husband, he needs to be vindicated, like he needs to be proven innocent in a court of law. But basically the case didn't go to court because it was dismissed. And some people say that Michael paid off the cameraman, some people say that Bravo made sure the cameraman wasn't there. Whatever the case may be, nobody went to court. It didn't happen at all. And so Karen still feels uncomfortable with it. She probably actually feels uncomfortable for Ashley. Maybe she feels like Ashley's in, not a good situation with Michael. She probably feeling like, if he's doing this, he's doing that. And then what happened to Karen, believing that Ashley could be in danger. Karen can actually believe that. You know what I mean? And she probably does. She probably thinks that, Ashley is basically putting on the show. And she's probably going through turmoil at home with Michael, and nobody knows because she's putting on this front because she wants or whatever. But we don't know if that's true or not. All we know is Portia got rid of Portia and her husband, they broke up Cordell Stewart, they broke up or whatever. I think Cordell asked for the divorce or whatever the case may be, but she ended up getting out of that situation, and some of the ladies on the cast supported her too as well and gave her jobs like Candy and helped her. So I don't know if they would have this same type of relationship if something was actually going on. I don't think Ashley feels like she can actually tell them that deepness. I wouldn't, the way that they was talking about her in that in the confessional. So anyways, now Ashley and Karen are in a moral argument, and Karen is just like, yo, listen, I can't do this shit with you. You know what I mean? Your husband needs to be really, felt not guilty. I felt uncomfortable. I'm scared from you. Like, I like you. I'm here. I'm team Ashley. I'm team this. I'm team that. But Ashley's feeling like, if you team Ashley, you talking about my husband. I'm married to him. I'm carrying his baby. Like, we gonna be together forever, baby. And so, Ashley's taking it real personal, and she's hurting about the situation, and she think Karen is trying to dig at her because Ashley has been avoiding talking about this Michael situation anymore, knowing that this is as part of a storyline and the ladies are gonna poke and dag at the situation. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. But actually, it feels like Karen's coming from a different perspective, but the way that she did it, yelling, the screaming, everybody around, she could have said, you know what, Ashley, I want to talk to you for a second. Let's have a drink at the bar. Let me just tell you how I feel about the situation. Then Ashley could have explained herself. But anyways, Karen is just like, I don't trust it. You know what I mean? He needs to be this, he needs to be that. And plus, it's questionable, especially when you can hear him say that the cameraman said, stop, kill, watch out, don't do that again, and then, Karen is like, there was, there was a confrontation, there was a touch, that there was body language going on, their bodies actually touched each other, something happened, and then on top of that, he didn't have permission. So it's not so Karen is feeling like there's something suspicious. You have you have touching without consent. So there was actually an engagement with, two bodies, and it was without consent, you know what I'm saying? So, and plus the cameraman said, don't do that, or whatever. And then, Ashley's like, what are you talking about? I thought we was cool. And the look on Giselle's face is like, I tried to say this to her, but you know what? Thank you, Karen, for doing it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to touch this messy situation. I already did enough mess. So Giselle was like, and so Ashley is just going off. She was like, she's yelling, she's screaming, and she's basically saying, see, this is what I'm talking about, that's why you got enough friends, that's why you this, that's why you that, I can't believe that you can't wait to take a dig at me or whatever, basically. And then you got Giselle making these faces, looking at Karen like, I can't believe you did it. I knew the alcohol was gonna do it, because I know you, girl, and I know how you feel. I know you feel the same way I'm feeling, and you had them drinks. That's why I didn't drink that much. And then you have Candace sitting there watching, there looking, but Candace did actually have, she had everybody. She had, Jackie's, not Jackie, but Karen's back, and she also had, Ashley's back too as well. She held Ashley back, was like, Ashley getting too aggressive, back up. You know what I'm saying? The same thing that they'll say about, Candace being aggressive. Ashley is clearly aggressive and yelling, and Karen's like, back up. Karen's not trying to fight her. She was like, back up, get away from me. I'm not Katie. Like, walk away, girl. And so then Giselle jumps in. She gets Karen out the way. Karen is gone. Ashley's yelling and screaming, and she's just she feels disrespected, and she just can't take this shit no more. And then you have none other than Candace talking about every week. Most of us feel this way, the same way, Karen feels. I was like, okay. So then Giselle and Karen has their conversation, and basically Giselle was like, we have to talk about this. Like, the way you said it to her was, you're supposed to be motherly love, you're supposed to be mama bear. Basically, I guess Giselle's trying to say, Karen, you're supposed to be in charge, you're supposed to be doing this, you're supposed to be doing that, and you ain't doing it. I was like, ain't you guys around? No, you're not. But so Karen was like, you know what, I can say that, it comes from a deeper place to me, because I was assaulted, but I could have handled the situation better, and I am looking to open up to talk to, Ashley. And I was so happy that Karen wanted to talk to her and just mend fences with her and basically be cordial, and we'll see what's going to go down at the reunion, whatever the case may be. It ain't going to be pretty, baby. So, Giselle still kind of like pointing the finger like, Karen, you did too much. Karen is like, Ashley did too much too. She needs to apologize. So Karen and Ashley gonna have that conversation, and Giselle was just instigating. She was like, thank God this ain't my drama. I'm being the peacemaker right now. Black with a little cream and sugar, go ahead. She's too much. And then this is where Giselle's sitting here talking about like Michael likes, penises, and then she said no, he likes butts. So this could be before or after. So Ashley, if we don't see Ashley upset with upset with Robin or either Giselle, it's because this all happened before they made their amends with the Michael situation and him actually being the case being dismissed. But what about Giselle eating popcorn watching the news? Karen said too, why he go on the news? I think it was either Karen or it was either Candace. Candace was like, yeah, like he was on the news talking about, there was some there was some touching going on. There was some feelings. Like there was actually interaction, without consent. And Michael said it. Why did he go on Fox News? So, Ashley is hearing what Karen has to say. And I'm glad that Ashley actually listened to Karen and said what she needed to say, how she just felt like, damn, man, my back is up against the wall. Always seems like every time we get somewhere, it goes backwards. But, Ashley was just like, what, I'm not going to hold the grudge. We'll just take it from here. Karen basically made it clear how she felt, and I think Ashley could understand that too as well. And also looking at Karen as being an older woman, like she's probably not as forgiving, and then what she's been through, her traumatic situation that she's been through in college, that's another thing. And then she's also saying that she's team Ashley and she wants to support Ashley, but Ashley's like, if you want to support me, you gotta support my husband too. And Karen was like, you know what, we'll start one day. And so they all go sailing, it's all good. You see Karen's outfit looks excellent on her. I mean, she's like a bad one. And then also I really think Candace's outfit looks nice. I'm not really feeling Robin's, and Ashley already made the outfit weird for me when she was modeling it for her husband. And so we have none other than Robin jump in the water trying to clean all them demons off her. She's trying to take a spiritual bath, baby. And so Ashley's working on herself, and she's gonna find out that she's pregnant, having a baby. You guys tell me what you think. Peace, I'm out. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top.